let's go with, we already asked about everybody who the greatest Twitch streamer is. I want to hear from both of you who the greatest YouTuber is.
Ziggy Bucket.
I'm going to not let you unmute next time. Next, so somebody call a coin flip.
Tails.
Tails, all right. It is...
Don't say tails.
Heads. So, first or second?
I'll go second.
All right, Scully. You're on the clock, center stage. Let's go. 1 minute 30. I'm putting it up. You can think for the next 5 seconds while I put 1 minute 30 on here. There we go. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Actually, let's pin you two too while we're at it. Get out of here, Kong and Ziggy.
I'm ready for my close up.
All right, where is Scully? There you are. All right. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Scully, you're up first. Your time begins now.
I'm going to base this off of the one YouTuber that I've actually watched the most content of for the past year, and actually the past 5 years, Markiplier. Markiplier is by far one of the biggest YouTubers in the entire world. A little bit under when it comes to PewDiePie, because he's just at the very top of the top of the top of the top when it comes to content creation. Markiplier is so all over the spectrum when it comes to content that he's put out, not only on Twitch, but on YouTube as well. He is a double threat. That is the main reason I'm not only putting him at the top, but because of how much he creates on Twitch and on YouTube. From scary games to funny games to meme review to, let's see, oh gosh, what was it called? The Don't Laugh challenges. He's been all over the place. On top of that, when it comes to content creation, it's not just about games. It's also about a whole series called Heist with Markiplier that has never been done before on YouTube. This is a full production from beginning to end. It's not just a movie. You literally choose the path of the entire fucking game. That has never happened on Twitch. On top of that, he's sexy as fuck. Second to that, he also is extremely charitable. He recently, not only this year, has been a huge charity supporter from everything from cancer to children's charities, everything down the line. And recently, Thankmas, which his live video broke I think it was, oh shit, was at the top? I'm not sure. He did break records when it came to his charity stream to support Thankmas. And also...
your time is up. You will have your 1 minute and 30 to respond to add even more points on why Markiplier is great. But we must move on. Brodaciously, 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. Your response. Your time begins now.
So I don't disagree with you about Markiplier. He is a fantastic individual and creates wonderful content. However, we wouldn't have the Markipliers of the world specifically without Game Grumps, especially in their current iteration with Aaron Hansen and Dan Avidan, right? So they've been producing this content for, I think it's almost 8 years at this point. They're consistent, they upload regularly, and they tend to engage with their fans on a very intimate level. They see people in the comments, they continue to read the comments and interact with people. Not only that, they go out and they do live shows so they can bring that joy to other people in the world. They do a ton of charitable works on their live streams. Any of the donations they bring in, they are often providing to charities and providing assistance and help to people. The biggest thing that comes to mind especially was during, I can't remember which hurricane it was, but they did a huge charity stream for that hurricane. They've done, merch sales, things like that, and taking all of those donations and providing it to people who are in need. And beyond that, not only have they, excelled with their YouTube content and continue to grow and provide wonderful content for people, but they also were on Good Game, which was the YouTube Red series that Dan Harmon created. Dan Harmon is one of the end-all be-alls, especially for gamers and especially people who do D&D, because he did, I can't remember the name of it.
Harmon Quest.
It was D&D show. Harmon Quest, there you go. On top of that, they also have a music career. Like Dan does Ninja Sex Party, but they have also done Starbomb. So they're just exceedingly well-rounded.
And that's time. My best friend is loving you right now. He loves NSP. He loves NSP so much.
Man, it's not like I have a hat and a pin on right now for NSP. Huh?
Next up, Scully, 1 minute 30. Your response. Your time begins now.
She does make some very good points, but I'm just going to say this. I am a die-hard Markiplier fan. I could argue about this for fucking hours if I was given the opportunity. When it comes to Markiplier, I don't know if you guys saw something recently on Twitter from Markiplier. It was #IPooped. This man is such a social media superstar that he had to go to the hospital because he had a stomach issue. He had to stay in for 2 days. He basically posted a picture of a toilet with a fucking Pop-Tart in it and said, "I pooped." This shit went to the very top of trending on Twitter. Now, this has all... Oh, sorry, I was looking. I should not have looked at chat. I apologize. But the main thing that I'm iterating is Markiplier is not only a double threat, a triple threat, he is a social media phenomenon. And he has... Oh, fuck. Sorry, my brain just went completely fucking dead. He's the best out of everything, blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's the end of my point. How much longer do I have?
Good question.
Yeah, 30 seconds, about.
Oh, wait, 30 seconds? Really?
30 seconds and he's
30
not there.
seconds!
Oh,
As of now.
30
Jesus
seconds!
Christ, I'm sorry.
You can
Oh,
yield your
shit.
time if you want. You don't need to use
No,
it.
I don't. Actually, I'm going to start with one more thing. I don't like this is to anybody who's watched his content. He has watched. He has done everything. Even the smallest, most wholesome video, especially ones with his dogs, have skyrocketed in views and everything. There was one of his dog literally in a boat going across the pool called Boat Dog. It's literally just him singing Boat Dog like 3 or 4 times, and it went viral as well. This man could make anything viral, including a picture.
And that's time. That is time. 30 seconds was not enough, apparently. So 1 minute back and forth between you two. Let's set that up here. Your time begins now.
I appreciate the things that Markiplier does and all of the cuteness with his dogs and like the channel that he did with Ethan. All of that is really great. But we
Ultimate
also have to
husband
take
material.
we also have to take into consideration that the Game Grumps have launched so many careers and put people off in so many great directions. We could take, for instance, Rubber Ross, or previously known as Rubber Ninja, who's putting out some great Among Us content, but he's also been able to do animation and things because of the opportunities afforded to him by Game Grumps. We could take Super Mega into consideration there. Matt and Ryan are hilarious individuals who got their start on Game Grumps. We could take Barry Kramer into that.
You're
He's
going to
a
hate me
fantastic
so
animator.
much right now. You're actually going to hate me because I am. This is my first time ever hearing of them. This is my first time, and now I feel like yes, I see your eyes getting big up there, Chancey. Yes, this is the first time I've actually fucking heard of them. I'll have to check them out after this, but I will have to have a lot of hardcore convincing before I actually believe that they may be able to compete with.
And time. Now we go on to Q&A. 3 minutes to ask any questions you need to have answered. Any clarifications for any points. Your time begins now.
All right, guys, I need a concise bullet point from each of you. And my question is, if someone has never heard of either of these YouTubers because they don't watch YouTuber at all, what is one thing you're going to tell them that will convince them that they are the best content creator on that platform?
The absolute and undeniable chemistry and brotherhood between Aaron Hansen and Dan Avidan is an extreme joy to watch and will make you happy pretty much at any point in your life.
I would say that with mine, it's like if you're wanting to find a channel that is multifaceted when it comes to content, but also is just a really, really cozy community and also just a really great thing to binge watch. I cannot remember how long Markiplier's been doing. I'm pretty sure it's almost 10 years. He has almost 10 years of fucking content to dive into. That's literally for a whole year you could watch his shit and more. It's a never ending pool. Not to mention, oh shit, I completely forgot about. Oh no, I could have gone so much more with this. Oh,
Well, you have your 2 minutes.
I could have brought
Next
up Una's
question.
Honest, bro. Shit.
All right. Next up, anybody else?
Wouldn't Una's Honest not be a part of that? Because it's kind of a different thing, and it's also gone now. And it is with Ethan and Mark, yes, correct. But
It's
it's also a
50% Mark
totally...
though. 50%. It's still him.
But isn't Markiplier a 100% Mark? Well,
It was a collaboration.
I know.
Am I completely?
I mean, I did. The question was who was the greatest. The question was the greatest YouTuber, not the greatest YouTube channel. It was the greatest
Okay.
I have
YouTuber.
no clue who these dudes are.
Well, I'm also saying like
Very
he's
Christmas
a
themed.
fucking genius, dude.
I don't know. This is the worst question for me to judge.
Americana, I will
don't
post
know.
you a
I had
shit
to
ton of
look both
videos
of
them
and
up.
DMs later. I got you.
Americana, that's why I asked my question, because the only person I follow on YouTube is Mia Khalifa.
Yeah, she has great stuff.
All right.
So yeah, with both of them, I forgot which one. I think it was Scully that said there's a lot of rewatch potential, like how much videos he has. But also you have to remember that Game Grumps also has that same lineup with that same series of like them playing all the Legend of Zelda, all the Mario. Like they played everything. Markiplier also did the same thing, but with more along the lines of just random games and random horror games.
Yes,
Can I
especially
play?
the horror
Can I play
games.
Marbies with them on the video?
What is it?
Yo, who would win in a
I
fight?
don't think so, Markiplier.
Who would win in a fight? Ooh.
Markiplier would win in a fight.
Markiplier would
Oh
win
my
in a fight. That man is
Wait,
fucking
isn't Game
What does this
Grumps
dude
like
look like?
15
Is this
guys
dude not
or
a
something?
nerd?
No, it's only 2 right now.
it's
Oh, it's
No.
only 2.
But it's a team. Like it's a big.
They have a
team.
production team and like
Yeah.
they have a business.
And I can't play Marbies with them on stream.
Yeah, no, unfortunately.
I don't
That's
like it.
Markiplier.
More questions.
But
More
also-
questions.
yeah.
More
I don't
questions.
like this dude. This dude looks weird.
You
Looks
did you
like
just say
me, dude. Fuck
Markiplier
you.
looks weird?
They
What,
both do
Seal?
games?
Yeah, they both do games. Yeah.
Okay, but do they do like other things too? Or is it like majority
Yeah.
stream?
Yeah.
It's majority games, but they like Game Grumps also does 10-minute power hour where they sit down and they
Music also.
carve cheese or like
And that's time. Sorry, that's it. We got to go on to voting now, guys. So, who did it better? Who won? Who is the better debater? Chat. Was it Rodaciously or was it Scully Ray? Let's get that poll going up in chat. Markiplier or Game Grumps? Both very good creators. Shout out to both of them. Next up, the poll. Let's go. 3 minutes. Chat. Vote. Every vote counts. These polls have been really close, so make sure you vote. Next up, let's go to the judges to see who did it better. Cinnabon. Who debated better? You're muted.
Can we switch the order? Or
Go
skip
backwards. Go
for a
backwards.
sec? Yeah.
Sure, let's go backwards.
Of
Seal Air,
course
who did
we
it better?
I'm gonna go with Rodaciously because you know what? I just like firsthand watched the being convinced by the other party in front of me when Skilly Ray paused and was like, I've never heard of this person, but I'm gonna check them out. But then she also was like, well, it's gonna take me a little while to convince. But she was also very interested in kind of hearing and kind of.
I am very hard to
Just
convince a
understanding.
very skeptical person, so it's going to take a lot of shit for me to actually say they might be able to compete. Can't lie.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah.
I feel that.
Valid. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Rodaciously.
All right, 1 vote for Brodaciously. Let's move on. Chancey, who did it better?
Wait, aren't I next?
I'm just doing random people now at this
okay.
point. Mix it up.
They both did like just really solid points, and also not on a personal standpoint. I do love NSP by everything I have on, but I also have some Markiplier stuff. Both of them, it's really hard, but I am gonna go with Rodaciously.
All right.
What is NSP? That's Game
Ninja
Grumps?
Sex Party. Yeah, This is Danny's band.
Okay.
Ninja Sex Party?
Ninja Sex
Yeah,
Party.
Ninja Sex Party. It's a rock band.
Dude, that sounds fucking erotic, dude.
I
Kind
mean,
of
just
is.
listen to any of the music, and you'll see.
You'll see.
Ziggy, who
Did they
did it
get their
better?
swords out?
Yeah.
Ziggy, who did it better?
Yeah, so my question in the 3-minute section was to really sway me based off of the single bullet point of who can concisely tell me like their like to get me to their channel. I'm gonna go with Brodaciously. I don't know either of these YouTube creators, never watched them before, but her point of like why I should watch them is what really sold me, because both arguments were very strong, but it was really hard to sway me either way.
All right, a strong showing. 3 votes for Brodaciously. Conga, who did it better?
Fuck, dude. I don't know. It's really difficult. I feel like YouTubers of that caliber, like Markiplier or Gamer Grumps, is like it's like watching like The Big Bang Theory. Like I just get the same like cringe feeling whenever I think about these YouTubers. Not saying that they're bad. I'm just
Did you
saying
say
like
cringe?
yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not like I feel like
it's
it's
a
for
person that
Your
has never seen
opinion
it.
is cringe.
Maybe. Yeah, who knows, dude. I did like the fact that Brodaciously pointed out, like, I like the zinger. There would be no Markiplier if it weren't for Gaming Grumps or Gamer Grumps or whatever they're fucking 2 people, sex ninjas, whatever the fuck. And I think that resonated with me because everything else for me was just gibberish. However, I do think that you guys sounded like you guys were talking about really good videos and ideas and stuff like that, and that's not
I've
even
had a lady boner for Markiplier probably for the past 4 years.
yeah.
Can't
Also,
lie.
I go on Omegle sometimes, like to entertain like my friends and stuff. Dude, everyone says I look like fucking Markiplier, and I don't think I see it. Yeah.
No, you
don't.
look better.
And so I think
You
that
look
maybe
better.
that game I came into it with a bias. And I'm like, I fucking hate Markiplier.
All right, so that's another one for
Because you hate
Brodaciously.
yourself?
Cinnabon.
No,
Who
I hate when people say that.
Cinnabon, who did it better?
All right. Yeah. So I think I am gonna go with Brodaciously also. I loved Scully's passion, especially at the beginning. She definitely started out strong. I definitely recommend don't look up what your opponent is arguing necessarily unless you think it will help you. And yeah, Brodaciously really put everything out on the table pretty well. So it was, I don't know, the styles were different, but I loved them both. So, but Brodaciously is gonna take.
All right, Mel, who
Not
did
that
it better?
I also have to agree with Konga's statement when Brodaciously said like there would be no Markiplier without Gamer Grumps. Like that definitely caught my attention because I feel like they both made very like similar points about them like being like variety streamers or variety like content creators. But I also really like the points that Brodaciously made about them working with like Dan Harmon and them helping out other content creators. And I think that's really important for being like a strong YouTube video maker.
All right. So with that, by unanimous vote plus chat vote, we have Brodaciously, you have won the final round of round one. If anyone wants to force any rematch to Scully, welcome to the judges table.